Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So with Valentine's Day coming up shortly, I thought that I might do a makeup look for Valentine's Day, for a date night, or just if you were going out with your friends, whatever. I thought something pink, something pretty. So if you want to see my Valentine's Day makeup look, then just keep watching. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you like the video. And if you haven't done already, don't forget to subscribe if you'd like to see more of my videos when I upload them. So we're going to be starting off with a primer. I always use a primer, and I'm going to use my favourite one today. It's the Becca Backlight Priming Filter. It just gives a really nice glow from within. Yeah, I like this one. I think it's kind of similar to the Charlotte Tilbury Wonder Glow. I hate to say it, but I think I prefer this a little bit more. I think the glowiness shows up a bit more than the Charlotte Tilbury one, at least on my skin anyway. I so want to love Wonder Glow because I love Charlotte Tilbury products and I just want to love everything. But I do think this Becca one steals it for me. Okay, so next go for base. I'm going to use my It Cosmetics CC cream. I always use this base. This is the one I tend to go for. It's got really good coverage, but it's really comfortable to wear, and it's still a CC cream, so it just doesn't feel as heavy as a foundation. So I just put 1 and a bit pump on my Real Techniques mini expert face brush. Look how tiny it is, but it's got the normal size head. So yeah, it's good for travelling, but also I just like using it all the time. So I just blob that all over my face. I go under my eyes as well because I'm quite dark, and on my eyelids because I have like pigmented eyelids too. Just my eyes are just a disaster zone. Don't forget down the neck. Have you guys tried this It Cosmetics CC cream? I got mine from America when I went to Sephora, I think it was, and I saw it and I didn't know anything about it, and I was just looking for things to buy really. I was looking around and I hadn't got much, and I was getting a bit antsy because I hadn't bought anything. So I picked this up and thought, oh, I'll give it a go. And actually I didn't get the big one, that was right. I got a tester. I got a little tester mini size by the tills because they have some really good minis over in America. We don't get minis like that. So anyway, that was what I did. I picked up a mini and I loved it so much that I bought a bigger version the next time I was over there. But I think you can buy it over here now, whether it's on QVC or maybe even get it on Cult Beauty or something like that. I'm sure I've seen it over here. I'd panic if I couldn't get it over here now. So once that's all blended in, we're going to go for concealer. No surprises, Tarte Shape Tape always. Oh, I forgot to say, I'm in medium for the CC cream. I'm not sure what kind of shade range they do there, but I tend to go for medium on everything when there's not much of a shade range. So concealer under my eyes. I am on the dregs of this. And I'm so pale right now. I think this is actually a bit dark for me. So I'm gonna blend this in, and then I think I'm gonna use a lighter concealer on top. I need to get right in the corner of my eyes because they're really dark there. Okay, I forgot my beauty blender. Just a second. I'm in a mad rush to blend now because I just had to run downstairs and get my other concealer. And it's gonna dry down quick. Oh my god. I go backwards and forwards to make sure it gets into all the little fine lines so it stays smooth. Just quickly put this in because this is drying. I'm going to go in with the Oldie But Goodie Collection Lasting Perfection in 1 Fair. I just got this today because I'm usually number 3. It's too light. This might be a little bit light, but I'm just going to do a little bit of highlight. I'm just going to use a little bit because I'm not sure if that's going to be a bit too light for me. We'll see. Go right down my nose. On my chin. Go down my Cupid's bow. Actually, that's not too bad. So once I've done my concealer, I'm gonna set it as I always do. Today I'm gonna use the Laura Mercier Dry Setting Powder. What's it called? Secret Brightening Powder. Everyone used to rave about this. So I thought I had to get it. And actually, I still prefer MAC's loose translucent powder. I think it cakes less. Sorry, not cakes, it creases, the concealer creases less and doesn't show up your fine lines as much, whereas I think this one shows your fine lines up a bit more, and I don't think it is actually that brightening. Oh well. I'm going to use it today anyway, because I haven't used it for a while, and I'll give it another go. So just put that under my eyes. And I've set my eyelids ready for the eyeshadow. Oh, look at my throat. Okay, next up, I think I will do my eyebrows, because I hate doing that. No, I won't. I'll just set my foundation quickly, or CC cream, with this beauty, the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Palette Edit 3. It's so pretty. I'm going to use this one, Dim Light, and I'm going to use my Real Techniques Powder Blue BO3 brush. And then I'm just going to set my chin on my nose, around my mouth. And in between here, because I found just recently I've been getting a little bit shiny there, which I don't usually. I love this powder. I actually do like putting it all over my face. I'll just put a little bit on. It's so pretty. I do like the other one as well, this yellowy one. I'd like to use that under my eyes, but it's not good for setting your concealer. Not for me anyway. I don't know whether my skin's too dry or what, I'm not sure. But it really makes it crease. It's not a good look for me. Okay, now I'm going to do my eyebrows. And I'm going to use Benefit's Goof Proof Brow Pencil, and I am in the colour 4. And I do think it's actually a little bit too red for me, but it's not too bad once I brush it out, and then I'll put a gel over the top, and by the time I've done that it kind of all blends in. So what I do with my eyebrows is I fill in the front bit first, just really light, because I have no hair here at all. It's really boring watching people fill in their eyebrows, I think, but I'll just do it this once. So I fill in the front, and then I just kind of go underneath here to draw the shape. I've got quite a lot of eyebrow, I just have some sparse gaps, but I really don't like to have a heavy eyebrow. What I'm doing there. So I just kind of fill in the gaps and then brush it through. Do that there. That's one eyebrow done. I'm just going to quickly do the other one. You don't want to watch this, it's boring. So I'll finish this one off and I'll be back. So those 2 eyebrows are done. Now I'm going to just set it, and my favourite gel to set it with at the moment is the Glossier Boy Brow. Just makes my brows look really natural, but it holds them in place all day. So like I said, I don't like a really strong brow, so it's perfect for me. And also I like to wear this just on its own on kind of more, I should say on less makeup days. So I'm in brown in this one, and I just run it really softly through the front of my eyebrow and then take it down here. It's good. I find this one really good for the front of my eyebrows where I've got no hair here. It clings to the few hairs that I've got, and it makes it look less gappy and then not so drawn on from the pencil as well. This is amazing, this stuff. Definitely my favourite. Okay, so that is my eyebrows done. Now I'm going to go on to, should I do the face or should I do the eyes? No, let's do the face next. So I'm going to do a bit of cream contouring because, it's date night, why not? Just make a bit more of an effort. And I'm going to use the Maybelline Master Contour pencil thing. And I really like the colour of this. I think it's a really good contour colour for my skin tone. I just wish it didn't have that highlight bit on the other side, because look, I've kind of used up the contour and not the highlight, and it's getting to the point where I can't get to the contour properly now. I just wish they'd make one on its own. But there we go. So I suck my cheeks in and draw down. Down, up there, up there. I like to do that to define my jaw. I'm going to blend it in with this e.l.f. contouring brush. And I blend, oh, it's so annoying, that scar's there and it's right where all the bronzer and contour goes. Anyway, I like to blend upwards rather than downwards so you don't get it down here. End up looking like you need a wash. I just find this blends out really nicely as well. Stupid contour face. And don't forget to blend under here. I've done it. I think it makes such a difference when you blend a contour under your cheekbone. And that's not your cheekbones, is it? Under your jaw. Really sharpens you up. And then I just take it down my neck a little bit. Always take it down your neck to be safe. And then what I do with whatever's left on the brush, I'll just kind of really carefully run it down my nose. And then the tip. There's barely anything on it. Once that's all blended in, I'm going to do my bronzer. And I'm going to use today MAC Gimme Sun. I'm quite pale at the moment. All my bronzers I'm finding are making me look a little bit muddy. So this one, because it's quite light, it's a good colour for me right now. So I'm going to use my Pretty Spectrum A05. Yeah, A05 brush. So pretty. I go for a smaller brush when I want to kind of get a bit more precision bronzer. Otherwise, I usually use a big fat bronzer brush just to bronze all over my face if I'm not contouring, which I don't do very often. I don't contour very often. I use a big fat blender brush. Anyway. So I just kind of go over the contour and up a little bit higher. I take it round here. This brush is really soft. Oh, this jumper's really hot. Probably should have turned my heating down. Forehead, under the chin, down the neck. Okay, so bronzer's done, and now I'm going to do a little bit of blush. And seeing as it's Valentine's Day, I thought I'd stick on the pink theme. So my favourite pink blush, which I've been using for ages, is an old favourite of everyone's, I think. I think it was the big thing on YouTube at one point. And it's the Milani blush in, what is it, Baked Powder Blush in Luminoso. And it's just got, it's so pretty. It's like a really pretty pink with gold flecks running through it. And it's just, it literally goes with any look you do at all, because it's just quite subtle, but it just gives you a really healthy glow, I suppose. A healthy glow, yeah, a healthy glow. So on the apples of my cheek. And it's also like a little bit of a highlight as well, because the gold flecks really do show through. I'm putting it on with the powder blue BO2 brush, and I love this brush for blush. I love this brush for blush because it's really, really soft and it picks up just the right amount of product. Usually what I do when I use with blush is, because I don't like to have too much on my cheek, I just blend it out a little bit with the Beauty Blender. But it's such a pretty colour. So nice. I haven't worn this for ages, but it just shines a little bit. Pretty. Okay, so next we're going to do highlight, and again sticking with the pink theme, I'm going to use my Bobbi Brown highlighting powder in Pink Glow. It doesn't look very nice in the pan, but it's really pretty. It's like, again, pink with a kind of a little bit of goldy in it, and it's really subtle as well. So if you like a blinding highlight, you're not going to like this one, but it's really nice for kind of like pretty looks and everyday subtle looks. So I'm going to try and use it on this Spectrum fan brush, but I don't know whether it's going to pick it up enough, so I'll have a look and see. I might use my setting brush from Real Techniques. Yeah, I'm going to use my, just a sec, I'm going to use my setting brush. Where did I put that? It's right in front of me. So this is the setting brush. I love this setting brush. I've got a couple of them. I use one for concealer and one for highlight as well, because it's such a nice size. It fits like in all the right places of your face. Yeah, that's better. I feel like I can see it a bit more. Tip of my nose, down the bridge of my nose. Okay, so I think my face is done. Onto the eyes. So, like I said, because it's Valentine's Day, I thought a nice pinky eye. So I'm going to use the Too Faced Chocolate Bonbons palette. I love this palette. It's so pretty. And I smell the chocolate. Oh. Who doesn't want chocolate on their eyes? So there's quite a few pinks in this palette, which is why I chose this one. You can use any palette that's got kind of different shades of pinks. I'm going for like a brownie and pinky look. So I've got the 3 pinks here, and then I like to use these, like there's lots of, this palette is so good. Look, it's got loads of different kind of brownie shades, and then you've got some like pops of colour as well. It's a really good palette. Anyway, so first of all, I'm going to go for Almond Truffle, and I'm going to use that as a transition shade. I might zoom you in while I'm doing my eyes, just a second. Okay, so a bit closer now. So I'm going to go in with Almond Truffle on a Sigma E40 blending brush. I really like this brush because it's just nice and soft and big, and you can just get kind of all over your eyelid with it. So I'm just doing above my crease, kind of everywhere really. Take it round here. Okay, then with the same brush, I'm going to go in with Mocha, which is a slightly darker brown, and I'm going to go in just slightly more into the crease with this one, and start from the outer corner and then kind of blend it inwards, because I don't like going too dark into this part of my eye because it's really dark anyway, so I don't need any more darkness there. Thank you. Just keeping that kind of like in the crease rather than on top. Okay, what I think I might do is I might just deepen that crease a little bit. I'm going to go in with a slightly smaller brush. This is the Sigma E25, so I can just get a little bit more precise, going in with Mocha again and just taking that into the crease a little bit more. I'm happy with that. I'm just going to get my E40 again and just kind of blend both of those colours together just to soften it a little bit. Right, so now I don't really know what I'm going to do, but I think I'm going to go in that Totally Fetch colour. That scares me a little bit. It's really dark, but I think when it comes out onto your eye, it doesn't come out quite so dark. So I think what I might do is go in with a little bit of Totally Fetch into my crease. Yeah, I'm going to do that. So either 231 Luxe, I think it's called a Petite Crease brush, and it's kind of like a bit tapered at the end, so you can really get into the crease. I don't want this going everywhere because, like I said, it's a bit scary. It scares me. So I'm just going to keep that in the crease. Okay, so I'm just keeping that kind of like under the Mocha that we put on, the second colour we put on in my crease. And then a bit on the outer corner. So now I'm going to just use my E25, which I use for the Mocha, with nothing on it again, just what was left on the brush, just to kind of blend that in again with the browns. I'm going to go in with this colour here, Cotton Candy, and I'm going to take a MAC 230 brush. I'm going to pack on this Cotton Candy colour onto my lids. I'm just going to put that all over. This is such a good palette for Valentine's Day. I put quite a lot on of this because it doesn't come out that dark on my skin tone, but these eyeshadows are Too Faced are some of my favourite eyeshadows. I think they're so pigmented and they blend so nicely. Okay, and then surprise surprise, I'm just going to blend everything together with a little bit more Mocha, that second brown in the crease, just to get everything looking seamless. The last thing for eyeshadow on the top of my lids is the last pink, and that's up here, Sprinkles, and that's a really pale pink, and I'm just going to use my finger and I'm just going to dab it in the centre of my eyelid. So pigmented. Look at that. Blend. So that's the top of my eyelids done, and I'm just going to do some underneath my eyes now. I always like to do eyeshadow underneath my eyes, otherwise I feel it looks a bit unbalanced. But I'm just going to do the brown, so I think what I'll do is I'll just go in with Mocha again, the second brown we used, and just connect it up. I do find this brush a little bit scratchy under my eye actually. I'm going to use another one. Right, I'm just swapping this out to a Real Techniques shading brush. Just do a little bit more underneath here. Oh, that's better. Oh, that was scratching. Okay. I might deepen it up a little bit. I'm going to use my Makeup Geek pencil brush. And I'm just going to go in with this colour here, Malted. And it's kind of like a slightly darker brown than Mocha, but it's got a little bit of gold shimmer running through it. So I'm just going to take that on this pencil brush, and I'm going to do it on the outer corners of my eyes here, just on the outer, because I don't want to go too dark, because I want to keep it kind of like pink and pretty. But I do like having kind of like a darker eye down the bottom. I just think that it suits me a little bit more. So now I've got the dark kind of on the outer corner. I think I'm just going to balance it up a little bit by putting a tiny bit of that dark on my outer corner at the top, on the top of my lid. So I'm just going to take the Morphe M507. It's just like a really fluffy small brush. So I'm not going to pick up too much product. I'm going to get Malted again and just put a little bit on the outer corners up here, just to deepen the outer corner a bit and match up with my eye there. I can smell chocolate, it's so good. Okay, so that is the, no it's not, I forgot, highlight. Inner corner highlight, because I really, really like the highlight shades in this palette as well. This one's Satin Sheets, and this is the shimmery one, and this one's Divinity, and it's a matte one. And I like using both. I like to use the matte one underneath my eyebrow. So I'm just going to get a Real Techniques accent brush, and it's really, really tiny, and I just take a bit of the matte white, and I like to just put that up here, because I just don't like too much shimmer around my eyes, especially as I get older. I just feel like it's not that flattering, but you can still get a nice highlight by using this one. And then I'll use the same brush, and I'll go in with the Satin Sheets, which is the shimmery one, and then I'll just put that in my outer corner. So I just take it up a little bit here, because then it contrasts with the pink as well. I quite like that. Now that is my eyes finished, and I just need to do, I think I'm going to do some liquid liner today, because it might make the pink stand out a little bit. For liquid liner, I'm going to be using the NYX Matte Liquid Liner. This is my favourite liquid liner. Right, I think I am going to do this off camera, because I am going to mess it up. Because, do you know what? I'm just going to give it a go. Anyway, I can't talk. Cleo. Oh. Why are you always ruining my videos? Oh, I know. Okay, I'm going for the flick, going for the flick. Cleo, don't. That's not too bad. I just went for a subtle kind of flick, because I don't want it to overpower the pink. It's not really quite as I'd like, but that'll do. So now I've got to try and get the other one. Okay, so the wings are done, and I kind of got them even. I'm happy with that. I'll take that one. And then I'm just going to quickly curl my eyelashes. I don't wear false lashes, but if you guys wear false lashes, then that's cool. You can add them on now. I'm going to use my Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara, just because it's pink and it's Valentine's Day. So I wish I was going out tonight now. I'm just going to take this makeup off when I'm finished and go and watch Pole Dark. Okay, Okay, so that's top mascara done. For my bottom lash mascara, I don't ever use that. The brush is too big and it will just cause chaos. So I'm going to use my Benefit Roller Lash, which I've left over there, so I'm just going to get that. So that is the eyes finished. I've got my eyeliner. I'm going to see if I can do it now. Put some eyeliner in my waterline with this Makeup Geek black. I think it's Obsidian. I'm pretty sure it's called Obsidian. Yep. In my waterline, sorry. Not too much. Take it easy. But I just feel like it gives it just a little bit more. I'll kind of keep it to the outer corner, to the middle. Right, so that gives it a little bit more depth, I think. Just make it look a bit more kind of going outy. But if you don't want to do that, just leave it and it kind of looks a little bit less full on, I suppose. Last thing to do is the lips. I'm gonna go for a pinky brown, which is my safe colour. I'm gonna use Tanya Burr's Pink Cocoa lipstick, but first I'm just gonna line my lips with Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk Offs. And it goes with most of the lipsticks I have because they're all pretty much the same. Quite adventurous me. So, Tanya Burr's lipstick in Pink Cocoa. My lips are really dry. I should have probably put something on them. That still looks pinky, especially because I've got pinky eyes, so that's good. I always just blend my lipsticks in with my fingers a bit because I don't like it to be too harsh. I like a softer look. So that's the lipstick done. Last thing is to use a setting spray to set this all in place, and I'm going to use my NYX Dewy setting spray because it makes you look dewy and I want to look dewy. Just check that my mascara hasn't gone everywhere because that happens frequently. Nope, and again I just like to kind of dab that all in with my sponge because it kind of just molds the makeup to your skin. So that's the look done. I'm just going to try and sort something out with this hair to make it look half like I'm ready to go out on a date night, and I'll be right back. So it turns out my hair didn't want to look nice today, so that's fine, I just tied it back. But anyway, this is the finished makeup look. I hope you like it. Pink eye with pinkish brown lip. It's just a pretty look for Valentine's Day or any other day if you wanted to wear pink. So I hope you liked this video and I hope you enjoyed watching. If you did, don't forget to give the video a thumbs up so I know that you like it and I can make more videos like this. Also, don't forget to write in the comments section if you'd like to see me do any other looks. And don't forget to check out my Instagram and Twitter. I post every day on Instagram as well. So if you enjoyed watching this video and you'd like to see more videos from me, don't forget to subscribe. I'll put the button over here. So thank you again for watching and I hope you come back soon. See you later. Bye.